Hello, my name is Insiyah. I am a dermatology nurse practitioner with 14 years experience. Let's review some of my favorite summertime tips for combating pigmentation and melasma. Step one, start with protection. Protection is going to be our SPF, something that's a high level zinc, such as these products here. The Silk Shield from Elastin is a great product because although it does go on white, it goes really nicely into darker skin tones and does not leave a bluish cast. This one here is 22% zinc. Remember, all sunscreen only lasts for 2 hours, so do reapply and read the label for instructions. One of my favorite sunscreens for the beach is the Tone Smart by Skin Better Science, but in the compact form. This is a makeup-like product. It goes on with a satin finish. I particularly like it in a hot, humid environment because your skin won't feel sticky. It goes on and it gives a little bit of coverage, especially if you have a little bit of dyspigmentation. This is a perfect shade for many skin colors, and it's a beautiful product all over. If you need a little bit of hydration plus protection from sunscreen, the Tone Smart and more of the liquid creamy coverage is a wonderful product to add a little hydration with the squalene in there, as well as a little bit of coverage of dyspigmentation. It lasts for 2 hours. However, swimming, sweating, getting wet, read the label for your reapplication instructions. Did you know that there are internal sunscreens? A supplement called polypodium leucotonamide, also known as HelioCare Advanced, is a capsule form extracted from fern technology, is something that helps reduce pigmentation in the skin. It's a great added summer ingredient to add to your daily sun exposed days. Take on a vacation or a tropical a trip with you. It's something that is about equivalent to an SPF of an 8. Clearly, we need SPF 30, so it's not going to replace our sunscreen, but it is that added ingredient that might help keep our pigment at bay during our summer tropical vacations or just living here in Southern California like us. Continuing with the theme of protection, vitamin C is a high level protector for the skin. I always liken it to an extra umbrella over you at all points in time. A good medical grade vitamin C is something really important to invest in. One pump lasts all day, whereas your sunscreen does not last all day. To be clear, this is not a replacement for sunscreen, but something that works synergistically to protect your skin best when paired with sunscreen. But this is going to fend off some of those environmental factors, even the blue light from our devices. But the sun is one of the number one culprits for breaking down our collagen. And so that's something that we're always aiming to build in our skin for longevity and health of the skin. This is going to be your best high level protector. When it comes to my favorite products for summer and reducing pigmentation and controlling some of my stubborn melasma, Even and Correct by Skin Medica really is a great product. They have the pad form, which is great and convenient for traveling. I really like how it just dries down really quickly. This would work really nicely for somebody that feels like they could be oily or dry and just like the pad form. However, the serum form is a bit more potent. You get a lot of product in this. This is 2 ounces. So this is something that once or twice daily will go a long way and last a really long time. The tranexamic acid in the serum is more potent than the pad form, and that is really the ingredient that really helps to suppress and treat some of the pigment. When it comes to fan favorites for pigmentary reduction and treatment, Elastin's Illuminate is absolutely a favorite in the office. This is a very tolerable ingredient. It has tranexamic acid in it, as well as many other proprietary brighteners and peptides to calm down redness, including niacinamide, which is a really good soother in the skin. This is pregnancy safe formula and a great product to add in year round, and it's very soothing as well. Even and Correct just got an added booster to its formula, so it now has AHAs in there, making it a bit more potent than it previously was. This is a great product for somebody that has a little bit more discoloration regarding redness. Think about acne spots that kind of fade red and stay red for weeks, if not months, in the skin. This is a great product that helps get rid of reds, yellows, and browns as well. But now with the active added ingredients, it's going to be a bit more potent. And I think this is going to be the next best thing as far as pigment suppression. Some of our favorite summer safe products that are great for reducing pigmentation and maintaining pigmentation are these ingredients or products here. They're very gentle. Many of them are going to be pregnancy safe, and obviously that can be a time in our life when we can be a little bit more susceptible to pigmentation, specifically melasma. But regardless, they are going to be more of your summer safe ingredients. These pair really nicely with obviously sunscreen and vitamin C, as well as our Retin A at nighttime. Retin A, topical Retin A or topical vitamin A, is a ingredient that is not only one of the most potent anti-aging ingredients on the market, it's also going to pull these ingredients deeper into the skin, helping to aid in further pigment suppression and reduction of melasma. Retin A by itself is a brightener of the skin. It helps skin cells turn over a little faster, revealing a brighter, more healthy complexion, in addition to being the most potent anti-aging ingredient on the market to help with fine lines, to reduce wrinkles, as well as build collagen. We have over 60 years of data and almost 200 uses for Retin A. It's something I encourage all of my California clients to be on year round. Just be a bit more summer safe, as one of the drawbacks of Retin A is it does make us a little bit more susceptible to sun or even sun burning. So definitely make sure you're reapplying that sunscreen, vitamin C, hats, and seeking shade when possible. One of the trickiest pigmentary disorders to treat is melasma. Although it does affect men and women, women are more affected than men because of our female hormones. So hormones are obviously a trigger for melasma. So do check your birth control and type of birth control and talk to your doctor regarding that if that's something that you're noticing melasma. But melasma can appear way before pregnancy. It's often known as the mask of pregnancy, but it can appear in our female hormones years before having babies. So hormones are a huge trigger, but UV radiation, the sun itself, is obviously a big trigger, but lesser known trigger for melasma is heat. Heat is a huge trigger for melasma. If you look at a photo of melasma and where it sits in the skin, and then you look at a picture where our vascularity sits, you'll see that they're in the similar planes of the skin, meaning that heat alone will increase the vascularity in the areas of the same as the melanocytes in the skin, causing a trigger of your melasma just from being in the heat. You can be wearing sunscreen, vitamin C, hats, and seeking shade, but heat is going to trigger the melasma alone just from the dilation of the blood vessels. One of my favorite ways to help reduce this, if you are at the beach or if you're in your own backyard and it's hot outside, is grabbing an ice cooler or an ice roller that you can keep in your cooler and cooling the skin off periodically. That could also be just reaching for a cold drink from the cooler and periodically cooling the skin off. But it's really imperative to think about our daily activities, such as going to the gym, which might be flaring our melasma and causing the skin to heat up, and therefore seeing additional melasma as a result. The treatments that we can do that might be helpful for our pigmentation, starting with the least aggressive to the most aggressive, is facials. Facials are very helpful for pigmentation because usually when you get a facial, all of your skincare products that I've been talking about are going to penetrate better for the next 30 days. So it will only enhance your products that you're currently using, and facials are a very safe way to help maintain some pigmentation. Now let's talk about chemical peels. Chemical peels, there are mild to moderate and more aggressive chemical peels, and certainly more mild ones for pigmentary issues are ones that we'll kind of focus on for summer, but that really depends on your lifestyle and how much sun you are getting. So some people might be an absolutely fine candidate to get even a mild to moderate chemical peel if they're mostly indoors and extremely limit their amount of sun exposure, whereas other people that are very active, surfing on a regular basis, may not be a candidate for that. Additional treatments that might be helpful are lasers. And a particular laser in our office is called Moxie. Moxie is a very gentle resurfacing fractionated laser that's going to remove a small amount of skin from the surface and really resurface the skin and improve texture, but it can also help with pigmentary disorders. The specific pigmentary disorders that I like to treat, if I am treating in the summertime, are more like your freckles, sunspots, lentigines. Those are quite easy to clear up. Mind you that I usually have people on topicals that are going to aid in suppressing the pigment once they are pre and post laser, and rarely do I really recommend treating melasma in the summer months with lasers because of how recalcitrant and stubborn it is. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our office, leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.